All right. So once again, just out of curiosity, has anyone here not used Google Ads? Just to get an understanding. Okay. All right. So in that case, you're gonna be essentially have to go through the YouTube tutorials for that. I have free YouTube tutorials that basically power you through the Google Ads, but don't worry about that. But I'm gonna essentially for everybody else, because you're very familiar with the interface, I'm gonna go ahead and power through and as well give my own perspectives in relation to Google Ads. Right. So we're gonna go ahead and create a new campaign, right? New campaign within Google Ads itself. And we're gonna go ahead and create a campaign without guidance. We're gonna go ahead and select search. And for these conversions, we're simply going to ignore them because I've already pre-made them. So if you're your first time creating the campaigns, you're not going to see these. So don't worry about that. We're going to hit continue. And then we're going to do, in this part, you don't need to really do anything. We'll simply select continue. And then for our campaign name, it's going to be 4-letter code for our niche. So in this case, plum equals plumber, right? Roof equals roofing. Electricians equals elect, like that. So we're going to do plum. We're going to do max clicks, and then we're going to do generic, right? So generic in this case. Or we can actually do city, like that. So these are going to be basically just different strategies for our campaigns. We're going to hit continue. We're going to start new. And for our bidding strategy, you typically want to start with max clicks, even though it's not the best traffic. The best traffic is always going to come from max conversions. Max clicks is just going to let you know if you're actually going to get traffic to your campaigns. And keep in mind, plumbing is very, very, very competitive. So don't have any expectations that you're going to have success with plumbing because it's very competitive. There's a lot of really big money in there, and people are willing to pay anywhere like for $100 for one conversion. So keep that in mind. But nonetheless, we're going to go into our bidding strategy here. Set your max CPC bid limit to, like, let's say $3. And I actually show you guys another strategy that can limit your risks as well. So we're going to actually set this to $1.25. And I'm going to explain to you why later on. So we're going to set it to $1.25, and then we're going to select next. We're going to unselect search partners and display network because those are garbage traffic sources. We're going to enter our locations. So for any type of home services niche, someone has to be within the vicinity, right? This is not an insurance offer. It's not a statewide offer. Someone has to be within like a certain radius. So we need actual zip codes. So for that, we're going to go into our ChatGPT. So I'm going to go into ChatGPT and we're going to write generate 10 zip codes within Iowa. One per line, and no comment, and then format as zip code United States.